Welcome to the Jahia Digital Experience Manager, otherwise known as DX. In this tutorial, you will learn how to preview and publish. Follow along in DX to learn for yourself how the publishing process works. Begin in DX Edit mode. If you don't see the digital site, navigate to it by selecting Digital from the site selector. Digital is a demonstration website where you can learn how to use DX to manage and publish web projects. In the left toolbar, with the Pages tab, you see a list of all the pages in the digital site. Let's look at the home page first. Then we'll preview it to see how it will look when it's published. When you're working on a project, you see the names of all the containers and page components in the edit frame. But they're not visible in the published version called the live site. For example, sliders and other design elements may not display in the edit mode the way they do in preview or the live site. Sliders are the first components you see on the home page. These images scroll or slide in the preview. But here, in edit mode, you just see the first image and the other slider names. To see how the sliders look to site visitors, click on the Preview button in the Page Selection toolbar and select Preview Open in New Window. The site loads in preview mode, and you can see how you can click the arrows to change the slider images. Preview does not display user-generated content, such as forums and blogs, but shows all other content, even if it's not been published. You can navigate around your whole site in preview mode to review it before you publish. When you want to switch back to edit mode, navigate to the appropriate browser window. Now, we'll take a look at publishing. Publishing workflows depend on different roles with different responsibilities. We'll take a look at the two-step publishing workflow. The first step is contributors and editors who usually manage changes to the site and then begin the publishing process. The second step is people who are designated as reviewers. They approve the changes for publication. In the digital demo site, you may be logged in as root, which means you have administrator privileges, so you can see and experiment with everything. To understand the various roles and what they can do, we'll use a couple of the example user profiles that are available. You can see these in a link from the home page. To see how the publishing process works, log out as root. And then log in as Matthias, a user with the role of editor. Next, select the login name and select Edit mode. Navigate to a page and a component that you want to change. Edit the component. Click Copy to all languages to have the change applied to all site languages and save. Notice that the publication status in the Page Selection toolbar has changed. Content has been modified. DX gives you the option to publish a component, a page, or the entire site. Deciding how much to publish depends on the risk that other people are changing the same pages or components that you're working on. It's a good idea to talk with your team before you publish so you know what others are working on. Keep in mind that elements that are in the publishing workflow cannot be edited again until they are accepted for publication. In this example, we will publish the page, but I'll also show you how to publish a component. To publish just one component, right-click on it and select one of the publishing options. In the context menu, you can choose to publish the component in the current language or in all languages. Since we want to publish a page, click on Publish in the Page Selection toolbar. Choose Publish the page in all languages. When the publication dialog displays, you will see a list of the workflows, one for each language. Choose a language and click on the Comment tab to leave a comment for reviewers about your changes. Then click on the Publication Infos tab. Expand the content. Here, you can use the Compare button to view the published version and the changes you just made. Click the Highlight button to show the changes. When you're finished with the comparison, close the window and click Request Publication for All. Now, a reviewer must accept the change and publish it to the live site. To understand the differences between the roles, such as editors and reviewers, it can be helpful to use two browsers to log in as different roles, so you can see them side by side. But to avoid confusion here, I will show you in one browser. First, log out Matthias as the editor and log in as a reviewer with the username Irina. And her password is also password. After you log in, select Edit Mode. Notice that Irina has awaiting tasks. Select Workflow from the Application toolbar and choose Dashboard. Notice that there are separate tasks to review the page in each available language. In the dashboard, expand the task that is ready for review. Click on Publication Review to open the publication dialog. Here, the reviewer sees the same options to review comments and compare the changes. When you're finished comparing the changes, close the Compare dialog and accept publication of the reviewed content. Repeat the process for each language that you can review. Close the Workflow dashboard. Notice that the publication status has changed. Now, to view the publication status of all parts of a site, choose the Publication Manager. The Publication Manager icons show the status of each page for each language. Published, Never been published, and Edited. To continue experimenting with a digital site, you may want to log out as Irina and log back in with your root name and password. Congratulations! That is all for previewing and publishing. Please see the tutorials and documentation on roles for more information on the different credentials for each role in DX. Experiment with publishing components and pages using the digital site. And please visit our other tutorials for information on specific topics you're interested in.